So what you can say about Jere Gillis that hasn't been said about him before? One of the best American-born players for the NHL in the late 70s. Comes from a great family of entertainers, athletes, all kind of different people. A youth star with the Quebec International Pee Wee Hockey Tournament in 1970. Acted as a stuntman, avid Scientologist, played internationally for Canada. Everywhere, everything, all around a very busy guy. So we're going to talk about the great career and the great life of Jere Gillis. Now, Jere Allen Gillis, or Jere as we can call in Quebec, played for numerous teams in the NHL, including Vancouver, the New York Rangers, Quebec, Buffalo, Philadelphia. He played also in Europe, and also he was a big star in the British Hockey League with the Solihull Barons and the Peterborough Pirates. Great name, by the way, close to Pete's. Now, he was drafted 4th overall in the 77 draft by the Canucks and 7th overall in the 77 WHA draft. He came to major prominence with the Sherbrooke Castell, one of the best junior teams of the late 70s. His last season with Sherbrooke was just through the roof. 140 points in 72 games, 55 goals, and 23 points in 18 playoff games. So he almost broke 175 points that season. Now, when he came up to the NHL in Vancouver, he was an immediate star with his squad, 41 points in that first season, although his production kind of ran off a little bit. Next year with 25 points. He did improve a little bit in 1980 with 30 points, mostly as a second and third line defensive forward. Now, he eventually found himself in the Ranger system in 81, where he hit 20 points in 35 games, and was part of the Rangers playoff run that year. Now, he started the season with the Rangers in 82, but found himself with the Nordiques, but wasn't part of the team's roster in the playoff round. But he ended up with the Fredericton Express, very popular in the Fredericton area, my home province, of course. 83, he found himself with Buffalo of the NHL for 3 games, but it was sent back down to Rochester. But he found himself back in Vancouver in 84, where he put up 22 points in 37 games, but he also played with the Express. A great total of 50 points in 36 games. He was walking the Aiken Center, ladies and gentlemen. Very good score. 85, again, 16 points in 37 games. Vancouver, back with the Express with 2 goals and assists. 86, limited time with the Express, 18 points in 29 games. Now, 87, he found himself back in the NHL with the Philadelphia Flyers, and ended up in Hershey for most of the season as well with 35 points in 47 games. Now, in 87 and 88, he also played in Europe, but eventually found himself in the British system for a while. 89, he found home with the Solihull Barons, 93 points in 18 games, ladies and gentlemen. Now that's a forward. 1990, again with Solihull, 85 points in 30 games. And 91, he wrapped up his British career with 17 points in 6 games. So some great numbers, almost a 3-point-a-game pace these last 2 seasons. But I mean, holy God, 5 points a game, ladies and gentlemen. That's senior hockey numbers. And his last pro year, of course, was with the Acton Val-Novo of the Quebec Senior League, where he got 3 assists in 97. Again, very fluid forward, very good on both sides of the rink. But the potential was there to be a 30-goal scorer, but unfortunately, just like Bruce Boudreau, he would call him up, send him down, call him up, send him down. So NHL totals, not too bad. 173 points in 386 games, 78 goals, and 11 points in 19 playoff games. AHL, almost a point a game pace, 200 games, 167 points, and 8 points in 21 playoff contests. And again, he was a big part of the Team Canada squad at the 76 World Juniors with a goal and 2 assists for 3 points. Now, I said a little bit at the start of the podcast, he has a very interesting life. I'm going to break this down for you. He was born in Bend, Oregon, but was raised in Montreal. And he was the son of skier Gene Giles, who was a member of the American Alpine skiing team for the 48 Winter Olympics. And his mother was Rona Wurtle, a Canadian Olympic skier who also competed at the 48 Winter Olympics. So it was an international amalgamation on the slopes, which is, very beautiful. Now, his sister, Jere Gillis, is a dancer and choreographer and a member of the Order of Canada. His older brother, Christopher Gillis, was also an important dancer and choreographer and a member of the Paul Taylor Dance Company. Now, when I mentioned he played at the Pee Wee tournament, that was from a team from Montreal, Quebec, which is the Jewish side. So, again, Jere has been a stuntman in movies and as well one of the practitioners in Hollywood of the Scientology faith. But what really stood out for a lot of people, it's his stunt work. Like, New Brunswick and Quebec is known for some really good stunt work. But let me tell you some of the roles he's appeared in. Again, of all things, the movie Goalie, Bad Santa 2, Pompeii, very good action movie, Pacific Rim, Warm Bodies, Resident Evil Afterlife, a Canadian movie, The Last Templar, Boondock Saints, Punisher Warzone, Death Race, War Games, The Dead Code, the video, Mummy, Tomb of the Dragon Emperor, very good movie. He also appeared in Outlander, Get Smart, the movie, Durham County TV series, Blades of Glory, of course. You see the skating thing. He was in The Covenant, The Fountain, Bon Cop, Bad Cop, Tie Bomb, The Rocket as well, The Greatest Game Ever Played, The Pacifier, The Aviator, The Notebook, Day After Tomorrow, Beyond Borders, The Book of Eve, The Sum of All Fears, Rollerball, Big Wolf on Campus. It actually was a stunt double on that show for 47 episodes. And also, Are You Afraid of the Dark, Battlefield Earth, and Green Gables as well. The Red Violin, very good Canadian movie, and The Lost World. So he's had a very, very interesting life. You wouldn't think a pro hockey player, but if you notice when he came back from England, he got into acting to the heavy level, and like I said, and don't forget, he's also done acting credits as well. I think his most important one was 300 as well, where he played one of the Spartan generals. So it's quite, like I said, it's quite a life in hockey, quite a life in entertainment, and it's kind of weird where your path will take you, because you would never think an NHL player being on pension after so many hundred games would decide to go into stunt work, but just the way it goes. So that's The Many Lives of Jere Gillis. If you want to check out some of his movies or some of his play, there's various YouTubes out there. Give a look, and you probably recognize him, because just like on the ice, he's very quick on his stunts. Very, very good talent. Have a good day. Bye.